Hey, welcome to the Coin Box. Today we're looking at the 1986 Proof Libertad, which comes inside this protective sleeve. And then we have this blue velvet clamshell case, which if we open up, we get to the COA. The COA comes in both English and Spanish with a description of the obverse and reverse, which we'll get into in just a bit here, along with characteristics of the coin. I'll show you the specs at the end of the video. This is the Spanish side, and it folds up just like that. This is a COA number of 27,239. There were 30,000 of these coins minted, so this was towards the end of the run. And this is the coin itself. And here above it says the 1986 Proof Libertad in English. Now, what's interesting is that of the 30,000 minted, 3,000 were reserved for the domestic market in Mexico, and the other 27,000 were distributed internationally through A-Mark Precious Metals. So it could be that this was one of the 27,000 that was sold internationally, and that's why it's in English here. I haven't seen any that are in Spanish. I don't know if they exist. It's possible that maybe of the 3,000 that were sold domestically in Mexico, it's in Spanish. And what's also interesting is that this is the first year of issue in this presentation. Now, there is a 1983 Proof Libertad, which came in a 1982/1983 proof set, which is this one here. And that one had a mintage of only 998 coins. So less than 1,000 coins of the 1983 Proof Libertad. But this is the first official release in this presentation, the 1986, and it continued on after this as an annual release. What's also interesting about the Libertad series is that the obverse of the coin is the national coat of arms. So we have an eagle perched on a cactus with a snake in its mouth, and above it says Estados Unidos Mexicanos. And it's interesting to note that the cactus right below the eagle on this 1986 Proof Libertad has 8 dots. Whereas if we compare it to this 1991 satin finish Libertad I have here, there are 7 dots on the cactus right below the eagle. At some point, I'll make a video discussing the different types and varieties of the Libertad series, but I just wanted to point that out briefly. So this is the obverse you'll see on most Mexican coinage, and it symbolizes Tenochtitlan, where Mexico City was founded. On the reverse, we have Winged Victory with a laurel wreath in her right hand and a broken chain in her left, symbolizing freedom and national independence. Then we have 1 onza, plata pura, pure silver, and below it says 1986, Mexico, and the finest 3/9 fine silver. We also have the mint mark from the Casa de Moneda of Mexico. And in the background, we have the volcanoes Iztaccíhuatl and Popocatépetl. The edge of the coin has lettering, and it says Independencia y Libertad, which translate to independence and liberty. And actually, most of the Libertads from the 80s have this edge. And here's the side-by-side with the 1986 Proof Libertad and a 1991 satin finish Libertad. And again, this is the reverse of the coin. And it is a coin. It's backed by the Mexican government and is legal tender in Mexico. Even though it doesn't have a face value, its value is determined by the current market price of silver. And here we have the obverse of both coins as well. Okay, let's get to the specs of this coin. Of course, just keep in mind that these specs are specific to the earlier Proof Libertads, so some of these specs, like the diameter and edge, change with the newer kinds of Proof Libertads. And speaking in general of the 1-ounce Silver Proof Libertad series, the first year of issue was the 1983 coin in the proof set, and this 1986 coin was the first issued individually with the box and COA. As best I can tell, the 1986 Proof Libertad was released January 12th, 1987, and a lot of this information I'm basing off of a New York Times article from 1987, which I'll leave a link to in the description. According to the article, the issue price was around $30, maybe a little more, which doesn't sound like much in today's market, but considering spot price at the time was $5.50 an ounce, and satin finish Libertads were selling around $6.60 an ounce, $30 is about 6 times spot price. And at today's spot price, that would be about $140. The mintage limit of the 86 Proof Libertad matched the product limit of 30,000 coins, which is the highest mintage of any 1-ounce Silver Proof Libertad. The mintage of most other years is usually between 5 and 10,000 coins. And as we mentioned before, 3,000 were sold in Mexico, with 27,000 being sold internationally. The current value on these is somewhere between $70 and $80. Of course, those prices fluctuate, but having the highest mintage of the series does make it the most readily available Silver Proof Libertad. All right, well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, Subscribe to the channel, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one.